All right, so we have some more Last of Us news. Of course, the Part 2 remaster came out earlier this year, and people have been really loving it. Love the additions. Me personally, I loved being able to have the adaptive triggers, the haptic feedback, have a PS5 version of this game, because to be honest, this game, even though it's a PS4 game, looks better than the majority of current gen games that have released. And so it was a nice addition. They had some extra modes in there that gave it some more replayability. We were able to explore some lost levels. It was really cool. But one of the things people have been wondering this whole time is, where's the PC port? That when the first Last of Us got that like official remaster for PS5, they brought it over to the PC, and why have they not done that here? And so we finally are getting news that this thing does exist, that it has actually existed this entire time, and that Naughty Dog is holding on to it. And so I'm going to read you guys an article here from Games Radar. It's going to be linked in the description down below, but let's dive into this Last of Us PC port that Naughty Dog has been holding on to for apparently the last 7 months. So the article begins saying this: the PC port of The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered has reportedly been completed since at least November of 2023. This comes from a reliable industry leaker called Bulby, thanks VGC, who reports from D Labs that The Last of Us 2 Remastered's PC port has been in development since at least 2021. Furthermore, and this is the most important information of this article, we believe that the development of this game is well finished, and it dates back to at least November of 2023. The Last of Us 2 Remastered released exclusively on PS5 back in January, with some visual improvements like native 4K resolution and fidelity mode, better load times, and a new roguelike mode called No Return that one of the developers said is not recommended for the weak of hearts. A PC port of The Last of Us 2 Remastered hasn't officially been confirmed, and the original version of the 2020 sequel has yet to make its way over to PC. The Last of Us Part 1, a remake of the 2013 survival horror classic that spawned the whole series, launched on PC in 2023 but was widely criticized for all sorts of glaring technical issues. With Summer Game Fest 2024 on the horizon, there's a good chance we'll see months of rumors, not to mention this new report, finally culminate in an announcement from Naughty Dog and Sony. And if that doesn't happen, this report indicates its release could happen shortly thereafter. In the meantime, here's everything we know about The Last of Us Season 2 on HBO, blah, 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 blah. End quote. And so that is the article diving into that The Last of Us 2 Remastered for PC has existed, and has existed for a long time, it turns out, which is surprising. I, to be honest, did not expect that. I did expect that they were going to bring it to PC. I thought it was a matter of time, but what I didn't expect is that they were holding on to it. The only reason I can come up with for why they're doing this is for two particular reasons. One, most people who own a PlayStation probably already had Part 2 and just paid the $10 to get the new version. That most PlayStation users, this is one of the biggest franchises in PlayStation, and so it's not a lot of new players. And so I imagine they've been holding on to this to release this along with The Last of Us Season 2 for HBO. That it makes complete sense that if they are going to be releasing Season 2 of The Last of Us, they're currently filming it right now, it's in production, that this would release kind of alongside that, because a lot of the PC users would not have been able to experience this story and all of its controversy, and in my opinion, its glory, for themselves. And so it makes sense to hold on to that until The Last of Us Season 2 is able to release, and then you can release that Part 2 PC port and have people be able to experience the game version of that, which I actually imagine the TV show version is going to be a little bit more different than Season 1 was, where just for format differences between a game and a TV show that we actually will see some story changes. But that makes a lot of sense to me. And so I guess they're just holding on to it. It seems like we might hear about this at Summer Game Fest. To be honest, though, I don't know why you either just wouldn't hold on to this remaster until Season 2 is announced, or not announced, but until it's releasing, and then release both of them. But maybe after all of the fiasco of the Part 1, port that they thought, hey, let's take some more time and really make sure this thing's locked in before we send it to PC. And it was taking just a little bit longer than the PlayStation remaster. And so they went, well, let's just hold on to this until we're a little bit closer to the season 2 release. But I don't know, really interesting. But I know there have been many of you who have been commenting, dying for a PC port of this game. And so I want to know, are you guys excited? Are you happy to hear that this thing does exist? When do you think they're going to release it? Why do you think they were holding on to it for so long and just didn't release it along with the remaster in January and let them both release at the same time? Let me know in the comment section down below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that junk. And I will see you guys in the next one.